Gundam Evolution. A lot of people have been asking me to review this game, and by a lot of people I mean myself, in my own comment section. Now there's some similarities between Overwatch and this game, or so I've heard, but they are two very different games. First off, there is no giant shield blocking the entire Great Wall of China, so that drastically changes the gameplay from a team-based shooter to I go where I want and I want to kill people at this area kind of shooter. The groundwork in Gundam Evolution as a team game is not fundamentally as strong as Overwatch. And that's a good thing, you see. Yeah, that was my main gripe with Overwatch, because once the tank hangs around an area, you're expected to stick around the same place. And that was not fun. Like, people in League of Legends already have a hard time trying to cooperate with each other, so if you apply that to a FPS game, that's oh boy. Most FPS players have the intention of getting at least 40 kills and doing a 360 no-scope for fun, and then charge right into the enemy tank. Yeah. I'm one of those players, by the way. Since the tanks in this game don't have that sort of feature, you are already free to go wherever the heck you wanna go. That includes the tanks, of course, because the tanks usually have to stay in front of different supports and stuff, so now, like, everyone is free. This game is free. We all have freedom here. Yeah, we're all free. God bless this country and its beautiful land. I'm not American. The lack of shields really turns Gundam Evolution into more of a frag fest, which is what most FPS players grew up on. Just run around and shoot people. And that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. But you know, team games feel more meaningful to win than solo deathmatch games. Although this game has some fragfest elements to it, it's still a team-based shooter, which is good. You get the best of both worlds. But certain team compositions would work better and become hell for people who run off and fight alone, such as I find it fun to go in solo. Fuck off. Not many Gundams have a standoutish support ability. I think there are only 1 or 2, maybe 3. Even then, the support ability isn't that notable. Like how your mom changed and now you have a new mom. It's just not noticeable. You can usually out DPS the heals from the enemy support Gundam, or just aim at a support Gundam with no issue, because you know, you don't have to stay in one place. You'll still die to a well-composed enemy team though. The most notable support skill is reviving an ally, because everyone can do it. Yeah, you don't have to wait for a medic to come and like rescue you or something, like Fiona and Shrek. So with a lack of strong supports, it harkens... Fuck. It harkens back to the days where you feel like you should do a better job as a shooter. Did I use that word right? Yes, I did. Yeah, do better as a shooter instead of relying on your teammates to help you fight better, or fight for you. And that creates a team environment where you don't always have to point fingers at each other, so I didn't experience much of like people screaming at me to change to this hero or change to this Gundam or change my diaper as I did with in Overwatch. So that makes the community already more friendlier in Gundam Evolution than in Overwatch, and the multiplayer experience becomes much more enjoyable. Now for the game modes and gameplay. Yeah, they only have Capture the Point, King of the Hill, and Plant the Bomb. They don't have Escort the Payload because I think they figured out that nobody wants to move the damn thing. The Gundam themselves are unique in their playstyles. They're called Gundam, right? Not Max? There's only like one Gundam I see. I don't know, I never watched the anime. Even though the units are unique, some of them have similar abilities to one another. Like, there's 2 flying guys, one for ambushing opponents in the sky and the other for flying to your teammates to heal them, although healing still sucks in this game. There is also another mech who's an exception to this, and that is Asabi, who is a tank and also can fly faster than any other units in the game. You see, he has a skill that allows him to throw his axe to a certain distance, and if you press it again, you'll follow that axe, and it's kind of stupid. You throw it to the sky and you just follow it and you start flying at super high speeds. You can do some really crazy stuff with this thing. Like, he also has an ultimate that can summon dragonflies and do a lot of damage within a short time. There's also the GM Sniper, who is really OP. If you're good at shooting heads, you can delete almost everyone. Pair it up with its secondary ability, and you can take out most mechs in one shot. This is like super duper OP in competitive. I'm not sure why anyone would willingly enter someone's BDSM's dungeon, but if you do, let me know if you enjoy the GM Sniper, because I'm pretty sure you don't. You don't enjoy fighting against this guy. I won't go over every Gundam to use, but I can assure you they are all very fun to use. Man, I gotta start reading a dictionary or something. Besides having different units to play with, the maps also affect how some Gundams would be played. The GM Sniper, for example, is hard to use in close quarters, and especially against someone with a shield, or against units that can dash a lot. One map, for example, has us going through a large open space in a city, using buildings as cover, blowing up civilians, which is a great map for sniper fights. Then further advancing in a map is a close quarters seaport facility thingy, where if you're attacking, it's more suitable for you to change to a mid or a close range mech. If you're defending, you can still like use your GM Sniper and sit back and relax, get some free frags. And there's a decent amount of dynamic maps too. Each of the maps have interesting choke points. That's what you guys like, right? You competitive people like choking. I've heard that people complain about not having a sense of scale in maps, like how the Gundams are massive to the normal human being as when compared to the anime. But I've never watched the anime and I don't really care about that sort of stuff. Now for the biggest issue in the game, money. No wait, that's life. Monetization. The locked Gundams who are cool as heck can be unlocked with either in-game currency or money. The gaming community, which is just the same dude spamming in the comment section, is not known for being the most lenient to in-game monetization, but I'm kind of okay with this monetization. Hey, making games ain't free. And also you haven't experienced gacha hell, you filthy casual gamer. They aren't using any gambling mechanics to unlock a Gundam, which is already a plus in my books, although it will be better if they have a season pass deal for the Gundams, because bundle deals with the promise of more is always better. Normally after you play a match, you usually get rewarded with something. In Gundam Evolution, however, you get EXP, which does nothing. To earn in-game currency, you have to complete challenges, which is pretty annoying and makes each match feel pointless. Alternatively, you can get currency via the battle pass. It's really slow. Why do they do this? And while you are grinding for currency, you'll be up against pros, the players of real life, the MLG in money making. Guys, unlock all the Gundams and you are going to die to them a lot. Now, some people might say that the lock units are OP. Personally, I don't know. I never used them. I only saw their skill description, and so far after shooting their heads, they seem pretty dead to me. And so that wraps up the review. Gundam Evolution is not a bad game. You don't really have to play this competitively, you know, despite its main purpose as a competitive game. And you should enjoy it while you can. I'm not sure if this game will last long or would last forever. I don't know how they're gonna handle this paywall problem that they have. But either way, the base game, the base core mechanics and everything, all fun, all very fun. Give it a shot. No pun intended, because you know it's a shooting game, and when you shoot something, you can say that you shot something. So give a shot. That makes it so that you shot something. You gave it a shot.